Hi guys, and welcome to my 29 weeks pregnancy vlog. It is crazy how time has gone by. I think the last update I made was 25 weeks pregnant, and I'm 29 weeks and currently 3 days pregnant, which is crazy. So I am just going to do a big update on what's been going on in the last month and the last week. It's been a hectic month for us because we've had to help plan a wedding. My mum got remarried and finally the wedding took place yesterday, so now I'm back to doing my weekly vlogs. It just took so much time out of me, and being in the third trimester wasn't helping at all because of the tiredness. So I'll just get straight into it. So baby this week is a size of a small cabbage and weighs around 1.1 kg, which is awesome. Well, that's plus or minus. She could be more, she could be less, who knows. And then I'll get straight into my symptoms. I've had quite a few symptoms in the last couple of weeks, more in the last week than anything. But yeah. So the first symptom is definitely tiredness. I am tired all the time. It's almost like being back in the first trimester where I needed to have like 2 naps a day and then still sleep through the night. So I am very, very tired. I need to take constantly need to be napping. If I don't have a nap, like this past weekend, I didn't have any naps and I went to bed really, really late, and that didn't help at all. My body is just so exhausted, and yeah, I feel like I need a big regroup of everything that's been happening in the last week. Sorry. Next one is swollen fingers. Not hands, just my fingers. They swell up pretty badly throughout the day to the point where I do need to remove my rings. I only recently managed to get my rings back on. I had to take them off for a few days just because my fingers were so swollen. I contributed to the heat because it is summer year, and well, it's spring leading into summer. So yeah, swollen fingers has definitely come with that, and that's not fun. And then as well, over the weekend I have started swelling in my feet. And so that's my toes and my foot just swell up, and they look horrible and they look really painful. They are quite painful when they swell up. I also contribute that to the heat. But yeah, so Ryan has to give me a foot massage. He's obviously very careful of which pressure points he presses. He does know a few acupressure moves, but he tries to avoid certain things. But yeah, so foot massages are coming in handy these days because my feet are so swollen. But I knew that was going to come with pregnancy eventually, and it's the third trimester. This is what's going to happen. Next is something I didn't expect to happen. I have been, this might be totally TMI, but this is a pregnancy vlog and this is what's been going on. So, I think in the second trimester I started noticing sort of yellowish crusty bits on my nipples, and I knew that was immediately just your colostrum. Some women just produce it a lot earlier, so my body was sort of getting ready to produce this colostrum, and that's what the crusty bits were. And I'd spoken to a friend who is 7 weeks ahead of me, and she actually had a baby. Yay! But he was born premature, but he is as healthy as ever, and they're home, which is amazing. So she was about 7 weeks ahead, and she started getting them, and I explained, oh, I have it too, and it was kind of like one of those things where I didn't feel weird about it because I knew that it's just part of pregnancy. And then in the past week, I have been waking up in the middle of the night and my sheets would be wet, and I don't know where it was coming from. All that I could see was these little patches, and I looked down and my boobs were full on leaking. Leaking clear fluid. It was bizarre. I didn't expect it. So I immediately ran to my husband and was like holding my boobs because they were leaking, and I was like, what do I do? And then he was just go put a breastfeed on, it'll be fine. You know, that's just the first like colostrum that the baby's gonna drink and your body's just getting ready. So I thought that was hilarious because I did not expect that at all. And he thought it was pretty funny too, just from my reaction from it. So leaky nipples, yep, that's going on. I've still been having lower back pain, and I'm currently, as you can see, I'm probably moving around a bit, but I'm sitting on a fit ball, or pregnancy ball, yoga ball, whatever you want to call it. We had to get that because my back pain was just out of control, and I've been reading a lot, and they said that fit balls can really help with that, so I decided to get a fit ball, and I've been rolling around on there, rolling my hips, and I can bend over and Ryan can massage my lower back like perfectly. So football's amazing at this time of pregnancy. I've also been getting lightning crotch pain. I think that's just her being so low. She's still low, so it's just her being so low, and then she just hits against my cervix, and then I get the lightning crotch pain. Nosebleeds. I haven't actually. My nose hasn't been bleeding, but when I do blow out my nose, I do notice some blood, sorry, TMI again, on the tissue, and that's been going for about a week now, and I'm not too worried about it. I contribute that probably to the heat or pregnancy, whichever one. I'm still been getting tons and tons of Braxton Hicks. It's like every single week they just get worse and worse, and I think that's just what it's going to be like until the end of my pregnancy, to be honest. They are quite intense now, to the point where sometimes I have to actually just like breathe through them and stop and pause and just roll my hips around just to get through them. They're not painful in a sense, like they don't feel like a contraction, or I don't get menstrual cramps with them, but I think what's the discomfort is my belly is so tight, that it's just, I won't be able to walk. Like I can't move my abdomen, it's just too tight, and the bigger she gets, the more intense they get. So Braxton Hicks is still going strong. I'm not able to sleep at night anymore, and that's another contribution to my tightness, because little Miss Mia decides to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and she has grown so much, and she's kicking so strongly, and her movements are so strong that she just wakes me up, and I actually literally just lay there for an hour or two until she decides to calm down, and then I can go back to sleep. So I guess she's just preparing me for what's to come when she is out of my belly. But definitely feeling stronger movements from Mia, and it's just crazy. Like it was literally, I think I turned 27 weeks, and all of a sudden she started kicking me in my ribs, and I could feel knees like going across my belly, and it's the weirdest feeling. I can't explain it. People, when they feel her move, they think it's insane. But yeah, she's quite the active girl, and I'm happy with that. It just shows that she's really healthy. And the last symptom is I've been getting leg cramps. So that's just usual in pregnancy, third trimester. You're most likely going to get leg cramps. So I've been trying to take a bit of magnesium for that. My midwife did advise me to take a bit more magnesium than usual. Try to eat bananas, try to drink some milk, because I find that milk actually helps. So if I have a glass of milk at night, I won't get it. Like if I have a glass of milk before bedtime, I won't actually get any leg cramps during the night, which is weird. But so I try to drink some milk, and it's just, for the last week it's been so crazy with the wedding planning that I forgot to drink milk, and I've been getting leg cramps like crazy during the night. It's horrible. They hurt really, really, really bad. And just this morning I got my first double leg cramp, where I got a leg cramp in both legs at the exact same time. They started at the same time, finished at the same time, and it was excruciating. I was literally almost screaming because they were so sore. And Ryan's been really, really good. Like the minute I get a leg cramp, I'll start tapping him, and he doesn't matter what time of the night, he'll just wake up and he'll start putting pressure on my calf, or he'll bend my foot over, and that really relieves it quickly. So this morning, poor thing, had to do it to both my legs because I had double leg cramp, and yeah, it's not fun, but it's what comes with pregnancy. It's like the weight is definitely, I can feel the weight of my belly now, and I can definitely understand why my muscles are like going through so much changes and cramping up so much. But yeah, so next one is Mia's movements have been incredibly big, and I think it's quite cool because I think this is the point where you kind of wait for in the pregnancy, where you get to feel little fingers and toes and knees and foots and all of that good stuff. So it's definitely pretty awesome feeling it, but at the same time, when it's 4 a.m. in the morning and she's in your ribs, it gets a bit painful and a bit annoying, but I still love it either way. But yeah, definitely at night when I try to lay on my left side, and the minute I go on my left side, she finds that it's the perfect time to dig herself into my left side and put her legs up in my ribs. And then when I turn over to try and release her, she'll do it to my right side. So she's having a bit of fun in there with me. And yeah, there's nothing really we could do about it. She's just getting huge and she's filling up the space in my belly. And the next thing is, I did purchase red raspberry leaf tea. I've been reading this awesome book that I also put down here. It's called Labour of Love by Gabrielle Target, and she is an Australian author, and that book is just amazing. If you are interested in natural birthing, water birthing, that sort of thing, then that's the book to read. She explains everything to the T, including medical intervention. She explains those and pros and the cons of each one, and the same with the natural birth, pros and cons. So I'm finding that book amazingly at the moment. It's definitely helping me through the pregnancy. That's the book that inspired me to get the football in the first place. So yeah, loving that book, and I just bought it off iBooks. I found it in the iBook store, and yeah, I think it was only $9.99, I think. So amazing book. So yeah, so I purchased raspberry leaf tea because they did state that it can help tone the uterus. I'm not going to go overboard and try and put myself into labour, don't worry about that. It's just to help tone the uterus and to get my body now physically ready for birth, because I'm in my 30th week, which means she could be here within the next 7 to 11 weeks, and I just want to get myself ready and get myself prepared for that. And yeah, that has been quite a lot so far, but another big update is that in my last pregnancy vlog, I said that we were being transferred over to an OB. We did go to that OB appointment, and we ended up realizing, well, the OB actually just told us straight that we didn't need to be there. I got a healthy baby, I'm having a healthy pregnancy. The only thing that they're concerned about is the Braxton Hicks, which is technically normal during pregnancy anyway. So they decided that I didn't need to see a specialist OB, which I was beyond thrilled about, because I wasn't really looking forward to having an OB as a lead maternity carer. I really did want a midwife, and I really did want someone who was going to look at the natural process a bit more, should I say, like no interventions, no medications, no nothing. I just wanted a pure natural water birth. That's all I wanted in the end. And yeah, so we then had to find a new LMC because we couldn't be transferred back to our old midwife or our previous midwife. So we decided, a really good friend of mine gave me the number of her midwife's colleague, that it's like 3 midwives and they work together. And it's amazing because she is just, so I went to go meet her, and she is just so lovely and so awesome. And I think in a way all the things that was going on with me in the second trimester was just leading up to me just changing my LMC, just because if I didn't have to go through that, I was still stuck with my previous midwife and we wouldn't have been getting the right treatment that we needed to be getting. So yeah, I'm so happy that we found a midwife that is caring for us right now, and she's just the loveliest thing. So my next midwife appointment is this Thursday, the 5th of December, and I'll be 29 weeks and 6 days, so almost 30, which is crazy. And yeah, that also changes the situation of us having to give birth in a hospital. We now have the choice to give birth at a birthing centre, which is called Birth Care, yeah. And I think that is something that we're going to be doing. We definitely want a water birth, and in the hospitals, yeah, they don't allow you to have a water birth. If you do have a water birth, it's going to be one of those, oops, like it would have been an accident, like everything went too fast and baby was born in the water. But yeah, they don't really promote it yet in the hospitals, so going to a birthing centre where they do promote water birthing and they promote just natural birthing because they don't have any medication there, it's just awesome. It's exactly what we wanted. It's not a home birth, but it's the next best thing for us, so I'm very excited about birthing now. So yeah, I'm getting out of breath, sorry. But yeah, Ryan's really excited. That's what he wanted in the first place for me, and that's what I wanted too. And because we're birthing there, we also get to stay there for 3 nights and have 24-hour midwife care for breastfeeding advice, just for looking after a baby in general, since we are new parents. And I think that's awesome. And Ryan also gets to stay with us in the hospital. He'll get his own bed and in our room, and it's awesome. Like, I'm really happy that he gets to be part of Mia's first 3 nights or 3 days of life. So yeah, so we're really excited about that. So that's all that I can update on at the moment. That's what's been going on in the last month. New LMC, wedding planning, baby showers in 2 weeks, but I won't be planning that. That's up to my mother and my sister. But I'm really excited. And then obviously Christmas and New Year's, and then you never know when Mia will arrive. So I'm just so excited about what's to come for the rest of the year and the new year. It's going by so fast, but I can't complain. I'm really happy about it. So yeah, I'll do a quick belly shot. I don't have my measuring tape with me, but I'll show you the belly anyway. So you go. Just get the ball out the way. Sorry, I'm wearing shorts. Okay, so this is from the front. All my shirts are getting like really tiny for me at the moment. This from the side, other side, and then the shirt up. I feel like she's getting so huge, and you can see the lines of like where my uterus is. It's crazy. And then the other side. So that's all that I have to update on at the moment, and I'll see you for week 30. Okay, bye.